Hey guys, Marya01 here on YouTube. Today I have two book reviews for you. Yeah, they're really good books. I just kind of have a little background really quickly. What I like to read is kind of gory stuff. Most of it has to have blood, needs to have blood, action, and scary stuff on it. Obviously, my two favorite authors are now Burton, Stephen King, and Peter Straub, which are three authors, I know, but they're kind of my favorite ones. Just reading one book from Mary Burton, she became my favorite one. But anyway, yeah, that kind of stuff. I really like to read scary stuff. I like Stephen King for that, and Peter Straub, they're really good. Yeah, so basically that's it for it. Now for girly stuff, I have to say I do like girly, but I'm not normally to read it. Like, it's not something that cuts my eye every time I see them on the bookstore. Don't know why, but I just don't. I'm not kind of a girly girl. I'm not a girl's girl a lot. I'm a boy's girl actually. But anyway, it's not something that I'm really attracted to. So yeah, now these two books are completely different from each other. One of them is a girly book, and the other one is a scary, gory stuff. Really, really nice. So I'm gonna start with the girly one. This is Don't You Forget About Me by Alexandra. Now this book, it's really good. It caught my eye because of the title and the colors that it had. I thought it was really cute. But then I started reading the back, which says, after a bad breakup, doesn't every girl want the same things? First, for her ex-boyfriend to stay single forever, which is true, everyone wants that. 2, or maybe emigrate to a remote, uninhabited island. Or 3, better still, that she never met him in the first place. Which is what relates to this story. Now, Tess, which is the principal character in the book, she is in love with Seth, who is her boyfriend, but he breaks up with her around Christmas and New Year's Eve. So she's like, what if, I should've, and all that kind of stuff that you always think after a breakup, and it doesn't, like, it's just regrets. You can't do anything about them. But in New Year's Eve, she starts watching TV and she sees this report about cultures and different cultures around the world. And one of them is that people used to write the stuff that they didn't want. They didn't want to have on the New Year. So they write it down on a paper and they burn it, and then whatever came out of that burn, like the little papers that are burned that go flying by, yeah, that, I forgot the name, sorry, they're kind of wishes that come true. So she wishes she never met him, but she's burning all of her stuff that reminded her of him. And in the New Year, he doesn't know her and nobody else know who he is. So yeah, basically everyone forgot about Sebastian, who is her ex-boyfriend, and they kind of met each other again, and they start going out, and this time she starts doing everything differently. And she knows this guy as well, Fergus, who is from Ireland, who is supposed to be an actor, and he's really nice. They become friends and everything, and then he just after a while of dating with Sebastian again and being her girlfriend, whatever, she realizes that she's completely changed herself for him, and he hasn't done anything for her basically. And then she realizes she's in love with Fergus, and Fergus is in love with her. So yeah, it basically happens that then Fergus, it's working, I don't know, it's just madness, and it's all love story. Everybody wants to be the victim and all that stuff. It's quite funny. I really like it. The love story was amazing. I was like, oh my god. I do have to say, it has kind of sexual stuff. It's not something like 50 Shades of Grey. Not at all like that. But it does have stuff that I was blushing. Like, seriously, I don't know what it was, but I was blushing. I was like, oh my god, oh my god. I was like, seriously, I was like that. It was really funny. But it was really good. I really liked the book. Now, this can be related to anyone. I haven't had a real relationship. Like, I don't even have a first boyfriend, and I'm 19 years old, and I'm not embarrassed about that. And I could relate to this just because of the relationships that I have seen with my sister and everybody else. My sister, my best friend, my friends, like everybody else. I have seen that, and I'm like, this book is for all of them. So yeah, this is an amazing book. You definitely have to buy it if you like kind of girly stories, girly dramatic stories. It's really, really nice. So yeah, definitely it's a favorite of mine now. And then the other one is completely different. This is a crime. Yeah, this is a crime. This is by Mary Burton. This is called Before She Dies. This book got me caught on it from the beginning. Now in the beginning you start seeing the killer. You start seeing the killer, and yeah, you start seeing the killer and how he first killed ghosts and how he feels and all that stuff. And then it goes to 18 years forward, and killings start happening again, and it all relates to a carnival that's on town, and the girls that did readings, card readings and palm readings and all that stuff at a tent that I think it was Madame Divine, something like that. I'm not sure of the name. I really didn't pay attention to the name of the tent. But anyway, it kind of goes related to that, and it's really nice story. Like, you can't guess who the killer is. When I saw who the killer was, I was like, oh my freaking god. Like, are you serious? Like, you would have never imagined that. At least I didn't. I have to tell you this. Now, when I'm watching movies or reading a book, I don't anticipate what's, like, not anticipate, I don't think of who is going to be. I like to read before thinking that person is definitely the person is. I don't know if it's just me, but that's my way of thinking now. I know my sister, she watches movie or whatever, and she's like, it's that person, and it completely, for me, it completely like bores me now watching it, because it might be not that person, but she guessing that, it just makes me upset, because I like to think like no one is guilty till proven differently. So yeah, it was really good. Anyway, that's out of the point. The thing is, I wasn't even thinking who the killer was, and I started thinking about the stepfather, and everything relates to him to be the killer, which is kind of common sense to think he was, but he wasn't, which I'm ruining that for you, and I'm sorry, but he wasn't, so don't think he is. Just, you won't guess who it is. It's really nice. There's one of the detectives. His name is Daniel Rokov. He's from Russia, I think. Yeah, Russia. From Russia. And he is kind of in love with the girl, with Charlotte, which name actually is Grace, but he's kind of in love with her, so he's really protective of her. I really don't want to say much because I don't want to ruin it, but I have to say I love the way that I kind of related to it, not because I'm being killed for someone or I want to kill someone, not at all like that. I'm kind of a psycho, but not that far. I kind of liked all the stuff that happened happened, like the way everyone related to each other. I quite like that. I like the way she tells the story. She started with the killing, and then she kind of went through what Charlotte was thinking, then what Daniel was doing, and then what the killer was doing. So it goes to 3 parts. The Charlotte life, detective's life, Charlotte and Daniel's life together, because they are sexually active with each other, which was quite funny because I was blushing again. I was like, oh my god, they're so naughty. And then it goes to the killer, and with the killer, I have to say, it's quite intense. I felt like I was the killer because the way she related, I kind of connected with the book. Now every time I read something, I connect with the book, so I feel everything that everyone's feeling. So I was kind of feeling like, yeah, now I need to kill someone, which is quite strange, I know, but it's, I don't know what it is, but I kind of was like connected to each and one of them, like the way the killer was doing everything so carefully and so like really meticulously. Is it like that? Whatever. And then how Charlotte was completely like out of her mind doing her stuff as an attorney, and then detective trying to find the killer and he just didn't guess anything. But it was amazing. The book, it's really good. It's not that long. I think it's 300, no, 400. Even more than 400. 414. So yeah, it was really a nice book. I really like it. So yeah, that's basically my 2 books that I loved. So definitely 2 of my favorite now. I have to read the 3 books from the Hunger Games, which I have on my bookshelf, which you saw on the last 2 videos, I think, or in the first one, whatever, it doesn't matter. So yeah, these are my 2 books. I read them in 3 days. Like, this one took me 1 day and this one took me 2 because I was working the day I started reading it, which was quite annoying. But anyway, I hope you guys like it and I will be seeing you later. Bye.